So I've been reading the comments and I get that most people do not think there will be an alt season this year, like we saw every post-halving year. But let me tell you what I think is going to happen based on everything I'm seeing, talking about liquidity, interest rates, what's going on with the price of Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance, altcoins, and everything. So this is what's been going on. Basically, one day, everything is up like we're seeing now, everything's green, and then the next day, everything can be red. And we've been seeing this back and forth, back and forth. And a lot of people are just fed up with it. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to trade it. They don't know if they should be buying in lower. They don't know if they should wait until there is a clearer signal from the Fed, right? We've been hearing a lot about interest rates and a lot about what's going on with that. So that's what I want to start about. I want to kind of dispel a myth here. So this is a chart showing the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve. And this line going down right here is known as quantitative tightening. And a lot of people are saying we're not going to see an altcoin season until we move from quantitative tightening to quantitative easing, like you can see right here when this line goes way up from 2020 to 2022. But let me overlay the price of Bitcoin to this. So we saw quantitative tightening essentially when we saw Bitcoin do a 20 plus X in 2017. So the Fed was decreasing its assets while the price of Bitcoin and ETH and a lot of other altcoins rallied really, really hard. So this idea that we need to have QE in order to see altcoin season, I do not think is accurate. And to make this a little more complicated, you can see the interest rates were actually going up. So this orange line is the interest rates. It was going up as Bitcoin went from a couple $1,000s all the way to $19,000. So we also do not need interest rates to go down in order for the crypto market, Bitcoin and altcoins to go up. So both of these narratives that we need QE and we need lower interest rates are just not accurate in order for Bitcoin to go higher, but also altcoins to go higher. And when Bitcoin goes higher, I think this will still be the flow of money. So Bitcoin goes higher, then it goes into larger cap coins. Ethereum could be one of them. Also Solana, Sui, other large layer ones, Avalanche, XRP, and then it'll move to smaller cap coins and then to tiny coins. But we're waiting on a couple things. And this is one of thousands of charts over on Into the Cryptoverse. If you want to pick up these charts and more, there's a 10% discount code using my link below. So this is a chart showing new YouTube views. So these are for some of the top crypto YouTube stations. And you can see right here that we are getting less than half the YouTube views than we saw back in 2021. Yet the price of Bitcoin is way above where we were in 2021. So it's pretty cool that there is significantly less interest in Bitcoin, even though the price is way higher. But I believe that we will eventually see YouTube views get as high as we saw in 2021. I know a lot of people just don't think that's going to happen because everyone's saying that nobody has money and everyone was using the COVID stimulus money in order to invest into altcoins and to crypto. I just don't buy that narrative. If anything, right now, more institutional money is going to be coming into the space, whether that's going to be the strategic Bitcoin reserve or other nation states buying or corporations buying. So we're going to see a lot of money flow into Bitcoin and also top layer ones like XRP, Solana, and others, like we're seeing ETFs being launched for those coins. So as the price of Bitcoin goes higher, which I believe it will, I believe we'll still see that flow from Bitcoin to other smaller altcoins. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I could be wrong here, but this is just what I think is going to happen. So as Bitcoin goes up in price, which if you don't believe it will, then you probably should just sell everything and not be in this space, right? But I personally believe that Bitcoin is going to go up in value over time. I think most people are going to be looking at Binance and Coinbase. These are the two biggest exchanges. So they'll go to Binance, they'll go to Coinbase, and they'll be what are the top coins, what is being pushed, what is being pumped on these exchanges. A lot of people are fearful that we have so many cryptos. This is CoinMarketCap, 11.29 million cryptos, which is ridiculous because anybody at any time could launch 100 cryptos, and it costs them very little to nothing. So yes, there is a massive amount of crypto, but I don't really think that matters because people are going to be going to Coinbase and Binance and Kraken and whatever the top exchanges are in that country, like crypto.com as well. And then they'll just be buying the biggest coins and the biggest narratives. They're not going to be getting their phone and loading up Phantom Wallet, connecting that to Jupiter or another exchange, and buying just random meme coins. I really, really do not think that is going to happen. people are going to be buying the big narrative. So I don't care that there's 11 million coins. It really doesn't matter to me. But if you do want access to some of those smaller coins, you can check out BTCC below. There's a link below where you're going to get a 10% bonus on first-time deposits up to $10,055, and the trading fees are competitively very, very low. So if you want to check that out and get those bonuses, you can use my link below for that. And taking a look at the price of Bitcoin. So we have been hitting this channel and we have not fully crossed it. At least we have not locked in a day. We've seen wicks below this, and we'll see what happens. My guess is we will continue just to creep up, unless of course we go into some major US recession. But even if that happens, Bitcoin is still going to go up in value in my opinion. If things get too bad, they'll have to start quantitative easing and pump liquidity into the market, and then that'll drive Bitcoin and equities and, in my opinion, altcoins way higher. So what we may need to see happen is a temporary crazy event where everything drops like we saw in 2020, the Fed steps in, pumps liquidity, and then we're off to the races. And the next FOMC meeting is going to be March 18th to 19th. So we have a little bit longer before the next meeting, and then we'll have a lot more clarity on the Fed's position then. So that is it for the video. Just wanted to make this one a short one. What am I doing right now? Well, a lot of nothing. I'm just kind of hanging out and waiting because there's just not that much going on. We are seeing larger cap altcoins rally when Bitcoin has a rally, right? But then we can see the next day things can drop. So there's still a lot of choppiness. There's still a lot of just uncertainty in the market. So until we have some clear certainty, I'm not going to be heavily adding to my positions. I am just sitting in spot. I am DCAing into coins that I like, and I always think that's a great idea. If you love a coin like Bitcoin or another coin that you like, buying at these cheaper prices is never a bad idea as long as your time horizon is long enough where it'll go back up, right? If your time horizon is a week, then it's not a good idea to put in money into altcoins because you just never know what's going to happen in the short term. So I hope you guys are doing well. That is it for the video. Till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.